My friend, welcome to the session of Wellness, Wonder and Learning. Today I am going to tell you about stack emission monitoring using stack monitoring kit and how to do its calibration. Here is a training module. Training on the stack emission monitoring and how to do calibration. This training module is designed to provide comprehensive knowledge on stack emission monitoring using a stack monitoring kit, and it covers the process of calibration. It aims to guide technicians, environmental engineers and operators in conducting stack emission tests, interpreting results and ensuring compliance with environmental standards. So here I am going to describe each module, and module has been divided into different segments. First module is Introduction to Stack Emission Monitoring. What is stack emission monitoring? For understanding it, we have to know what is stack emission. Now, stack emission refers to gases, particles or pollutants released into the atmosphere from industrial stacks or chimneys. And what is the importance of this stack emission monitoring? Stack emission monitoring is critical for ensuring industrial processes that comply with environmental regulations by controlling harmful pollutants. That is, when we know the emission data of the industries, then we can see that, compare it with the standards prescribed by the Central Pollution Control Board and MOEF, that it is within limit or it is exceeding the limit, because the standards have been fixed based on the harmful effects of the emittents, pollutants, which is emitted from the industrial emission. Now, so we should know the why monitoring is important. Environmental compliance. This monitoring helps industries to meet the local, national and international emission standards, which has been fixed by the Central Pollution Control Board in India, and also in the World Health Organization also. Some of the standards have been fixed so that it cannot exceed the level and it cannot affect the health of the people. Now, human health and safety. From human health and safety point of view, this monitoring is important. It prevents harmful pollutants from being released and ensuring air quality, that your quality which are going to inhale is meeting the quality or not. And data connection. Stack emission monitoring provides accurate data for regulatory reporting and process optimization. Now I'm going to tell you about stack emission monitoring equipment. This is module 2. Now, component of the stack monitoring kit. For monitoring the emission of the industrial stacks, now we require stack monitoring equipment. Components of the stack monitoring kit are probe. First of all, probe. You see, it is used to collect the samples from the stacks. Probe is a rod which has been designed to collect the samples from the stack. Gas analyzer. Gas analyzer, it measures the specific gases like nitrogen oxides, sulfur dioxides, carbon dioxide, oxygen, etc. Particulate matter monitoring. Particulate matter monitoring measures the particulate concentration. What is the concentration in the emission which is going in the atmosphere? Flow meter measures the flow rate of the emission. How flow rate is measured, I will give it later on. Filter holder traps. It traps the particulates for analysis. That is, along with the weight, we can also analyze this for its quality. That is, either it is harmful, hazardous, or simple one. Then temperature and pressure sensors records the stack temperature and pressure. What is the pressure from the chimney? That is, by which pressure emission is going into the atmosphere, and what is the temperature. Now, function of each component. probe. Now you have to position the probe correctly within the stack to ensure representative sampling in the stack as per the standard of the Central Processor Control Board. Suppose the platform is made at some height. Now, what is the standard for this platform? That is, from the base, at the base we measure the internal diameter of the stack, and then 8 times of the internal diameter we have to construct the platform, and from this platform we again up to the reachable point we make 4-inch dia hole, and in this hole probe is inserted and here sampling is done. Analyzers and sensors. Different instruments measure different pollutants such as sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, carbon monoxide, particulate matter and gas composition. These are the analyzers which are provided in the stack monitoring kit. Now, very important factor is that we have to consider safety measures also. Ensure personal protective equipment while measuring the stack emission and you are on the platform. And ladder is also safe or not. Ladder should have railing and it should be inclined so that for measuring the stack emission, engineers can go up on the platform safely and can measure. Now verify equipment calibration and functionality before starting, and always follow local safety regulations when working at height. That is, every factory has some working height principle. You have to follow that principle because you are going to monitor the stack emissions at certain height. Now module 3. Here in module 3 it has been given step-by-step guide to stack emission monitoring. How we monitor. Preparation phase. Now equipment check. Ensure all components of the stack monitoring kit are in working order. When you are going in the industry for measuring the stack and you are lifting all the instruments on the platform. So before lifting it up, you have to ensure that all the equipments are in working condition. Site preparation. Check the access. You have to check the access to stack and prepare safety harness if needed. You have to prepare it. Calibration of the equipment. Calibrate each sensor and analyzer before starting the work. Calibration is very essential. Now stack sampling. What is it? You have to insert the probe at the center of the stack cross section or other predetermined location. Suppose a stack is a hole is 4-inch dia, we have to insert it at the predetermined cross section and at the different predetermined locations. Maybe in the middle, maybe towards the last wall, maybe towards you. So you have to fix the location previously. Generally 3 samples are taken. Record data, log temperature, pressure and gas compositions and particulate matters. You have to record all these things. Measurement techniques. Isokinetic sampling. Ensure that sampling rate of gas through the probe matches the flow rate of the stack, because you have to measure the flow rate of the stack. Then for ensuring the isokinetic sampling, you have to fix the sampling rate which matches the flow rate of the stack. Non-isokinetic condition is generally used for gases only. Simpler methods can be used without matching flow rate. That is, when you are going to measure only gases, not the particulate matter, only gases, then you can use non-isokinetic sampling method. Now next is module 4, calibration of the stack monitoring equipment. How it is done. Before doing it, you have to see the importance of the calibration. What is the importance? Accuracy. It ensures that readings are precise and reflect the actual pollutant concentrations. That is, accuracy is very essential. Regulatory compliance. Calibration is necessary for valid reporting and certification. Calibration procedure. Now you have to follow the zero calibration. Start with the zero gas or clean air to set the baseline. You have to fix the baseline with a, maybe with zero gas or clean air, or you can say inert gas also. Span calibration. Use the known concentration of calibration gas to test the analyzer's accuracy. Then flow meter calibration. Verify the flow meter using a standard or calibrator. Temperature and pressure calibration. Compare the readings with a reference thermometer and pressure gauge. Particulate monitor calibration. Now, use certified particulate matter standards. Then you will now calibrate. Frequency of calibration. Before each monitoring session, it should be calibrated, and after major repairs or component replacement also calibration is needed. As per the manufacturer's guideline or local regulations, you have to fix the calibration period, that is on maybe before each sampling, or maybe fortnightly, or maybe when you are going to monitor a very specific kind of the industrial emissions. Now, module 5, reporting and analysis of data. Data interpretation, concentration versus flow rate. Now, here you have to calculate the mass emission rate based on the concentration and stack flow rate. Trend analysis, compare data with historical trends to identify changes in process efficiency or potential problems. Then, environmental compliance, cross check results with regulatory limits to ensure compliance. Now, reporting requirements. What is reporting requirements and how to report? Emission report. Submit a detailed report of pollutant concentrations, stack conditions, and calibration results. Regulatory standards. Follow a specific format as prescribed by local environmental agencies. Then, here is module 6, troubleshooting common issues. How to detect the common issues and how to solve it. Probe blockages. Check for and clear any obstructions in the probe regularly during the sampling. It may obstruct your sampling and withdrawing of the gases or particulate matter. Equipment failure. Always have spare parts like filters, O-rings available, and check electrical connections every time. Calibration error. Recheck the calibration gas and ensure that correct concentration is being used for calibration. It is very important. Now, module 7 is for best practices and compliances. Regular maintenance and cleaning of the stack monitoring equipment are essential for reliable performance. Only then you can have accurate data. Record keeping. Keep detailed records of calibration, monitoring, procedures and results. Then compliance with environmental regulations. Stay updated with the latest guidelines from the local environmental protection authorities to ensure compliance. Because some of the state pollution control boards have some stringent standard. So you have to follow the local environmental protection set by the state pollution control boards. Now, in this way, you can very well make stack emission monitoring methods very easy, and you can collect the data and then you can report it. Now, here it is very important, how do you determine the proper location of the sampling within the stack? What factors should be considered to ensure representative sampling? Now, this should be predefined. You have to find out previously. That is how you make it more accurate, and then you can have stack monitoring accurate, and you can go and measure the stacks. Thank you very much.